On this page, you can customize how incoming calls to your Sonetel account are managed. First, ensure that any Sonetel phone numbers you wish to receive calls on are linked to your user account. This can be done in the company settings under Telephony, Phone Numbers, and Call Forwarding. Once connected, incoming calls will be routed to you and processed according to the settings on this page. Enabling this means that incoming calls will first ring on the Sonetel app for approximately 15 seconds before following the forwarding rules you set under Forward Calls To. If this option is disabled, the system will skip ringing the app and directly apply the forwarding rules. You can choose how your incoming calls are forwarded. Forward calls to all your phones. This option rings all phone numbers linked to your account, such as mobile, home, and office phones. Once you answer on any of these phones, the others stop ringing. This includes any IP or SIP phones connected to your account. Forward calls to all your phones, including disabled ones. Even if you've disabled certain phone numbers in your profile settings, this option will ring all your numbers regardless. Forward calls to all your IP phones. This option is ideal for advanced users with multiple SIP phones connected to their Sonetel account. It rings only your connected SIP phones, excluding your mobile devices. Forward calls to a specific phone. You can select a specific phone number from a drop-down list in your profile to forward calls. Forward calls to voicemail. Calls will be directed to your personal Sonetel voicemail. Forward calls to another Sonetel user. You can forward calls to a colleague by selecting their name from a drop-down list. Forward calls to a phone number. Enter an external phone number in international format to forward calls to that number. Forward calls to a voice app. As an admin, you can create voice menus or announcements to handle calls, such as forwarding them to an assistant or help center. Forward calls to a SIP address. This option is for advanced users and allows forwarding calls to an IP-based phone or server. For most forwarding options, you can specify how long the call should ring before moving on to the next step. And then finally, in the If No Answer section, you can define what happens if the initial forwarding options don't result in the call being answered. The default setting is to ring your mobile phone first and, if unanswered, forward the call to your Sonetel voicemail. However, you have full control to set this up as you prefer.